Magandang umaga muli sa inyong lahat. Welcome sa ating channel. Isa na namang self-evaluation ang ating gagawin sa araw na ito. At ang subject naman na ating susubukang sukatin ang ating kalaman ay itong subject na Crimto o higit itong kilala sa kanyang descriptive title na Theories of Crime Causation. Alright, so ang mga katanungan na ito ay naihanda lalong-lalo na para sa mga nagre-review para mayroon silang avenue na kung saan pwede silang mag-practice na sagutan ang mga katanungan. Okay, so sa inyong board examination, inaasahan natin na sa bawat katanungan dapat masagutan ninyo ng tama para sure na tayo ay papasa sa naturang examination. Okay, so ang mga kasagutan later on makikita lamang dito sa ating description box. Kung nakahanda na kayo, start na natin sa question number 1. Sociological theories of crime and delinquency focuses on three major theories except letter A, strain theories, letter B, social learning theories, letter C, biological theories, or letter D, control theories. Number 2, people engage in criminal behavior because they do not see the benefits of adhering to conventional social values. This statement is part of what theory? Letter A, strain theories, letter B, social learning theories, letter C, sociological theories, or letter D, control theories. Question number 3. This theory assumes that people are law-abiding, but under great pressure, they resort to crime. Letter A, social learning theory. Letter B, control theory. Letter C, labeling theory. Or letter D, strain theory. Question number 4. What theory posits that behavior is learned from the environment through the process of observational learning? Letter A, strain theories. Letter B, social learning theories. Letter C, biological theories. Or letter D, control theories. Question number 5. Which theory suggests that if one expects a positive outcome from a behavior or think there is a high probability of a positive outcome, then they will be more likely to engage in that behavior? Letter A, strain theories. Letter B, social learning theories. Letter C, biological theories. Or letter D, control theories. Question number 6. This theory proposes that exploiting the process of socialization and social learning builds self-control and reduces the inclination to indulge in behavior recognized as antisocial. Letter A, strain theories. Letter B, social learning theories. Letter C, biological theories. Or letter D, control theories. Question number 7. What theory postulates that by labeling individuals as criminals, the community encourages those individuals to redefine themselves in accordance with the community's definition? Letter A, strain theories. Letter B, social learning theories. Letter C, labeling theories. Or letter D, control theories. Question number 8. A sociological term that signifies in individuals an erosion, diminution, or absence of personal norms, standards, or values, and increased states of psychological normlessness. Letter A, deterrence. Letter B, embryo. Letter C, anomie. Or letter D, environment. Question number 9. A philosophy arguing that those who are born with genetic advantages should be allowed to breed for the good of society but those who are born with genetic disadvantages should be eliminated to improve the genetic quality of the human population. Letter A, born criminal. Letter B, atavism. Letter C, eugenics. Or letter D, positivism. Question number 10. Blank refers to a method of analysis based on the collection of observable scientific facts. Letter A, demonological. Letter B, classical. Letter C, neoclassical. Or letter D, positivism. 11. According to Lombroso, criminality is inherited and that someone born criminal could be identified by the way they, letter A, dance, letter B, speak, letter C, look, or letter D, walk. Number 12. Who argued that criminals should not to blame for their criminal activities as their behavior was determined by their physiology, I should say. Letter A, Beccaria. Letter B, Lombroso. Letter C, Goring. Or letter D, Bentham. Question number 13. What is the cause of offending behavior that possessed by a person according to Lombroso? Letter A, sociological relationship. Letter B, physical characteristics. Letter C, environmental interaction. Or letter D, mental development. 14. Which of the following is a theological theory of crime? Letter A, demonological theory. Letter B, classical theory. Letter C, neoclassical theory. Or letter D, positivist theory. 15. This asserts that human beings are endowed with absolute free will to choose right from wrong. A classical theory, letter B, neoclassical theory, letter C, positivist theory, or letter D, demonological theory. 16. Which theory believe that human beings are rational and make decisions freely and with understanding of consequences? A, demonological theory. B, classical theory. C, neoclassical theory. Or letter D, positivist theory. 17. Crime prevention is possible through swift and certain punishment that counters possible gains from criminal behavior. A, demonological theory. Letter B, classical theory. Letter C, neoclassical theory. Or letter D, positivist theory. 18. The purpose of penalty is reformation. There is a great respect for the human element because the offender is regarded as socially sick who needs treatment, not punishment. Letter A, demonological theory. Letter B, classical theory. Letter C, neoclassical theory. Or letter D, positivist theory. 19. This is the study of behavior under the premise that human behavior is influenced by supernatural spirits. A, demonological theory. B, classical theory. Letter C, neoclassical theory. Or letter D, positivist theory. 20. This maintains that there are some situations or circumstances that made it impossible to exercise free will. These humans are not always responsible for their actions. Letter A, Demonological Theory. Letter B, Classical Theory. Letter C, Neoclassical Theory. Or letter D, Positivist Theory. 21. While classical criminology depicts deterrent measures as a way to prevent crimes, this school of thought in criminology studies the scientific evidence to determine a just punishment for crimes. Both school of thought don't recognize the socio-economic impact of crimes. Letter A, Demonological Theory. Letter B, Classical Theory. Letter C, Neoclassical Theory. Or letter D, Positivist Theory. 22. A theory based upon the idea that assessment of the person's outer appearance, primarily the face, may give insight into one's character or personality. Letter A, Anomie Theory. Letter B, Physiognomy Theory. Letter C, Phrenology Theory. Or letter D, Somatotyping Theory. 23. Theory which claims to be able to determine character, personality traits in criminality on the basis of the shape of the head. Letter A, Anomie Theory. Letter B, Physiognomy Theory. Letter C, Phrenology Theory. Or letter D, Somatotyping Theory. 24. According to Opportunity Theory, the dangerousness of a particular environment relates to three factors except letter A, motivated offender. Letter B, suitable target or victim. Letter C, deterrent for crime. Or letter D, lack of capable background. Question number 25. Maintains that an individual will obey or disobey societal rules depending upon his or her ability to rationalize whether he is protected from hurt or destruction. A, Differential Association Theory. B, Neutralization Theory. Letter C, Social Ecology Theory. Or letter D, Subculture Theory. Alright, so natapos na natin ang ating self-evaluation sa subject na ito. Mangyari lamang na submit ninyo ang inyong mga kasagutan dito sa ating link na makikita sa ating description box. Okay, so hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat. See you again next meeting.